I was adamant there was something wrong with him. I had Googled all his symptoms and came up with this awful, awful things. And I went to the doctors and they didn't believe me. And then on the 5th time, a doctor gave him a CT scan and he, there and then, was diagnosed with a brain tumour. And they whisked him straight to Great Ormond Street. He had nearly 10-hour operation and they told us we don't know if he's going to come out of this or not. And I didn't know if I'd kissed him goodbye for the last time. It's taken a toll on everything about our day-to-day life. Camp Simcha first came into our lives on the day that Zach had his big operation. Someone in my family must have called them and they just turned up with loads of treats and a big box of toothbrushes and all these necessities that we might need. And the connection blossomed from there, really. We met our family and liaison officer, Daniela. She organised trips for the children. My head might have been somewhere else. And she's like, you might need this. Jake has been doing art once a week. Because he doesn't talk about his feelings, it's really good for him to have a one-to-one. Camp Simcha provided us with a big sister. Ariella takes them out for pizza, takes them jumping, cheers them up. They're like, when are we seeing Ariella? We were lucky enough to go on Camp Simcha's retreat. My children loved everything. Going to Legoland, being able to eat whatever they wanted at any point of the day. They will always remember it for the rest of their lives. So the support from Camp Simcha has just been amazing. I'm really proud to say that I am part of the Camp Simcha family because I don't think without them we wouldn't be here where we are today.
Karen was 22 when she was diagnosed with chronic myeloid leukemia, was totally a bolt out of the blue, and it was basically 53 weeks from diagnosis to death. We identified Karen's homes from home for leukemia patients and their families. Our original criteria was it had to be within a 3-mile radius. We were naive, we didn't really know. Now we know that the criteria is actually to be on the hospital campus, or in the case of Birmingham, it's literally just across the road. The important thing is that they're in a good location, easily accessible for the patients' families if they come home at 9, 10 o'clock in the evening, and that they're fully equipped, that it really is a home from home. The family member can cook their loved one's favourite meal. The patient, if they can escape the cabin fever, as Karen called it, can come and sit and watch television curled up on the settee with their parent, with their partner, whoever, as near to a home life as they would have. Karen is very much the inspiration. Our supporters today, a lot of them are still her friends, those for whom she was a very charismatic youth worker. They're now in their 30s, and when there's an opportunity to support us, they remember the Karen Morris Memorial Trust and they remember Karen. She would be absolutely overwhelmed.
When you see the numbers of people that just want to speak to the veterans, to shake their hands, to thank them, it's quite moving. When you listen to what they've been through in some of the stories, it just takes your breath away. We truly owe that generation such an incredible debt of gratitude for what they did. My name's Ian Parsons and I'm the Secretary of the Taxi Charity for Military Veterans. The Taxi Charity is essentially run by London cab drivers in the main. We have a committee of 10 and we rely entirely on our cab driver colleagues who volunteer their time and their vehicles to us free of charge. And that enables us to organise trips and events that we take veterans on, such as commemorating D-Day, for instance, or travelling back to Mark Arnhem. We rely on the drivers to pick veterans up from their homes and take them with us all the way there and stay, look after the veterans and bring veterans and everybody safely home. Couldn't do it without the London cab trade behind us, simply impossible. I very much enjoy the veterans, being with them, listening to their stories, quite breathtaking sometimes, but they're also great fun to be with. When you watch them together and you see the sort of enjoyment that they get out of the trip, that gives me, and I know it gives all my fellow drivers the same sort of satisfaction.
Dear friends at Southgate Progressive Synagogue, a heartfelt personal thank you for your continued support of our work. It is my pleasure to send you a warm greeting from the Baeck Education Center in Haifa. As you know, Baeck is a unique place in Israel, a home for progressive Jewish education and community life, bringing together Jews and non-Jews from multicultural and multi-faith backgrounds. We believe in equality, dialogue, and building a shared and just society here in Israel. Another year has passed under the shadow of war. In the past 2 years, Israel has faced conflict with Hamas, Hezbollah, and Iran, and sadly, also deep internal divisions. Within the chaos and the division, we at Baeck remain committed to social action. Over the past year, we have continued teaching, whether in classrooms, in shelters, or in online. We have supported our students, their families, our staff, our alumni network, and the wider community. We have done everything in our power to enable normal life, growth, and development. We could not have continued this work without your support and that of other communities in Israel and around the world. In today's Israel, the progressive Jewish voice is not always easy to hear, but together we are ensuring it is heard loud and clear. That voice matters now more than ever. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for standing with us. Your partnerships gives us strength, hope, and ability to keep shaping the future we believe in. Thank you, and Shana Tova.